Eurasian watermilfoil may look like an underwater forest, but is in fact a highly invasive species that is taking over freshwater ecosystems across Canada. Let's hear from an expert.
Eurasian watermilfoil, they have a big dense canopy that cuts the sunlight that would be used by other plants. It will also reduce the amount of dissolved oxygen and cause more sediments to accumulate at the bottom. Sediments will change the nature of the substrate. Fish are not very happy and it might impact their reproduction, and it will lead to eutrophication of the lake, which is not desirable. People will be concerned about loss of value for the properties, so it has both ecological impact and an economical impact.
So, how can we control the milfoil? The first option is manual removal by teams of scientific divers. They pluck the milfoil from the lake bed and stuff it into net bags, which are brought to the surface for disposal. But the real problem is that the moment you pluck even a single plant, you raise such a cloud of sediment, you just can't see anything anymore. Another way is to smother milfoil colonies by covering them with tarps weighted down with bags of rocks.
Bonjour, on a à peu près 3 jours de travail à partir d'aujourd'hui qu'on a fini. Puis on doit en sortir 1800 en tout. Puis à date, on en a sorti 1030 poches qui sont sorties du lac. Voilà, bonne journée!
We can also use the Aspirophylle, a powerful underwater vacuum.
What we decided to do is to develop an underwater instrument that will ease the manual removal using the Venturi effect with a high pressure jet to be able to do a vacuum system. And this has been used but never underwater to control invasive species. We designed an instrument that allows a high pressure jet to induce a movement of water. And this way, the only thing that the divers have to bring with them is the local system with vacuum gun with a collecting bag. What is coming from the surface is only a high pressure hose the size of a small finger. We designed the Aspirophylle using the 3D printer of previously the Canadian Research Chair for Climate Change, Dr. Perez. After that, we went to design a new iteration with more professional equipment. And nowadays, these systems are in operation to control the Eurasian watermilfoil.
Research results are promising. In dense milfoil, the Aspirophylle is 2 to 3 times faster than manual removal, and divers can work longer on one tank of air because their collection bags are larger, so they don't need to surface and descend as much. And finally, there is improved visibility. Less sediment is disturbed, so divers can communicate more clearly with hand signals and work together more closely. Of course, there are a few challenges to work out. Wind and currents make it hard to keep the Aspirophylle's pontoon on a steady course, and the pump noises may disrupt the ambience of the workplace. But overall, the Aspirophylle is actively helping to control the spread of Eurasian watermilfoil, and the 3rd generation is currently being 3D printed. So if you see the Aspirophylle team at work this summer, you can be proud of BU researchers taking action on protecting biodiversity.